Hi everyone, Joshua T-Stock right here. As maybe some of you know, I've been streaming and playing MegaBonk kinda daily, and this is my best tips and tricks for a long run in MegaBonk. First of all, we're gonna look into the character a little bit fast. We're gonna look into the weapons a little bit fast. We're gonna look into the tomes a little bit fast. And then we're gonna mostly talk about the items and the gameplay of how you play the game. The character that is like basically running the whole leaderboard right now is Noelle. Sometimes there pops up other characters. I'm not really into what kind of builds they're running with that, but we're gonna run with Noelle because that's the one I'm almost done 300k kills with. So Noelle is a character that is gaining 1% size per level, so you can skip the size tome. Other characters that you're running with, the kinda needs the size tome because you want to run with an AoE weapon and you want to have bigger size. That's one of the main thing you have to have in an end run. But she's getting 1% size per level. It also increases damage per currently frozen enemy because she's running with the Frostwalker. The Frostwalker is freezing and damages the enemy in an area around you, and as fast as you freezes the enemies, you gain more damage. So that's Noelle for you. So Noelle, when you're running with the weapon with Noelle, of course you're running with the Frostwalker because that's the main weapon that she has, but also the Flamewalker. Why you want to run with the Flamewalker is that you want to increase your AoE damage for the characters or the enemies that is coming in on you, and also you're gaining 1% size per level of every weapon. So the Flamewalker is a really good choice together with the Frostwalker. They go together well of freezing enemies and doing a lot more damage. Other weapons you want to go with is the Katana. Katana is like basically a weapon that's you're running with all the characters. Why? Is that it's strong, it's fast, and when you're sizing it, it's extremely good because it's going further away from you. So you can hit enemies further away, except for many other weapons, for example the axe and stuff like that. But this is a really good weapon that you're running with. The last weapon you want to run with is the dice. The dice is why you want to run with that. It's also a passive weapon that is increasing your crit chance permanently when you're hitting or rolling a 6. And when you're speeding this up and you are running it in a long run, you're getting a lot of crit chance, and crit chance is going to be something that you really need to have in an end run because you want to basically do only crits on the end enemies and do a lot of crit damage because you're doing way more damage when you do the crit. The tomes that you're running with is like, first of all, the Chaos Tome is a must. Why is the Chaos Tome is boosting a random stat constantly when you're leveling up? But you have 99 levels of every tome, and you have 99 levels that you're getting a random stat. So what is happening is that, for example, if you get in the Chaos Tome in the end, you're gonna level it up and you get a legendary, you can get up to, I think it's like 70% of damage. Though it's random, so it can give you difficulty, it can give you crit chances, it can give you, but if you're doing it a legendary, you can get extremely high damage. But of course, as the game is built, is on RNG. So if you're really lucky, you can only get the damage stat and you get them really high, and it's gonna help you a lot. Second of all, there are two things that go hands together. Is the XP Tome, is the Curse Tome. Curse Tome is raising the difficulty, you get more enemies, you get more possibility of getting more XP shards, and when you're running that with the XP Tome, you get like, I would say like you triple and triple like the XP when you are running these two together, and that is significantly helping you building your levels and your damage early in the game, so you can focus on getting chests and getting all the shrines, and we're gonna get into that when we're talking a little bit about the gameplay. Also, you want to run with the Luck Tome. Why you want to run with the Luck Tome? We're gonna get into that a little bit more when it comes to the gameplay, but when it comes to the gameplay, luck is gonna help you extremely much, especially on level 2, but mostly on level 3 of opening a chest, you get a legendary item. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that because the game is built upon how do you call it, like 3 levels and then a boss. and you want to do all the 3 levels, you want to stay in the 3 levels as long as you can, and then you want to go over to the boss, kill the boss, and then you want to stay there and survive as long as possible. So, the items. The items you want to run with. We basically start with the first row of items. Click away everything else that you will not need, because they would just annoy you when you are picking up chests. You get like, oh, this I don't need, oh, this I don't need, oh, this I don't need. So click them away. Some items you can't take away, so in the game you have to banish them if you don't want them. For example, the burger, it's extremely it doesn't help you a thing. So this is a weapon you have to banish. Banish. Some weapons or some items you want to run with and take them early in the game, but in the end run you want to banish them. For example, the wrench, you will never charge a shrine in the end run. So when you charge all the shrines on the level 3, you want to ban this one and take that away. Other items you want to run with, the turbo socks, really good. You want to have turbo socks pretty easy, pretty fast, so you get some speed, so you can pick everything or get the chances of picking everything on each and every level. Key. This is we're gonna talk a little bit longer about, and we're gonna talk about it when we're also going talking about how you're running the game or playing the game. The key is significantly so important, and it's gonna help you extremely much to get more damage. Why is that? Because if you're stacking the key, you have a 10% chance of every key to open a chest for free. When you're doing an end run, when you are in level 3, chest is gonna be costing you like 25, 30, 35, 40k of gold, and manage to build up that gold takes time, and you don't really have that time in the end run. So in the level 3, when you're stacking the key, there's a huge chance of opening a lot of boxes for free, and that will help you a lot, especially when you're running like those credit cards. You want to have the credits, you gotta have the credit cards. That will help you a lot, giving both damage, but you also have the credit card that is giving luck. The more boxes you open, because you're gonna have a couple of boxes on the level 3 and also level 2 that you want to open for free. The more you open them, the more damage you get all this time. And when you open a chest for free, you get like this sound, and you know you have opened that chest for free, and then you can go and open another one directly after. When you're running Noelle, of course you're gonna have the ice crystal. When you freeze the enemies, you do more damage. It's just simple as that. Also, you want to run with basically every item that is giving damage. You have the beer, you have the brass knuckles, you have the idle use is also very good, because you want to stand still as much as you can in the end, and just like kill enemies. That's what's the end run is doing. So the idle use is helping you, giving more damage when you're standing still. Also, all the gloves is pretty good, because when the gloves is hitting, they are hitting an area of enemies. Also, you want the echo shard for more XP. This one is one you can ban when you're coming into the end run, because you're gonna have so much levels, and also when you're running with the XP tome, you are basically getting a lot of levels, so you will not need this in the end. I will try when I'm streaming next time that I'm gonna try to pick this away, because when you're running with the Curse Tome and the XP Tome, you get so much XP either way, so I don't really think that this will help you. So I'm going to try to take this away, but those times that I've been running for almost 300k, I've been running with this one. Kevin is an item you want to have. Why? Is that Kevin is giving you damage, and when you're getting damage, there's a couple of items that is giving out damage to enemies as fast as you are getting damage. Kevin, though, is not a character or not an item that you want to have too early in the game, because it's gonna break you. You will need to have a little bit of Regan, maybe not Regan at all, but you have to build up lifesteal. If you're building up lifesteal pretty good, you can get it from the shrines. And also the Chaos Tomb can help you getting lifesteal, and when you have built up lifesteal, let's say for like 16%, 20%, you can take a Kevin. But if you take Kevin too early without lifesteal or Regan, it will break you down into 1 HP and you get 1 hit of an enemy and then you die. For example, the toxic barrel. If you have toxic barrel and you are stacking the toxic barrel, you have Kevin. That is gonna turn out to be, because when I run with the toxic barrel in Kevin, I have like toxic barrel or toxic on like top 5 items or weapons that have done most damage. Extremely good. When you're running Noelle, you don't need to do those air things. Take away the eagle claw, the scarf you don't need. Ban this item because it's gonna come up, but you don't need this one. It can be good in the beginning when you're jumping around. If you're getting a lot of bosses, you're jumping around to stay away from their attacks. It can help you a little bit to deal more damage, but I don't think you will not, basically you don't need it, but you're gonna do a little bit more damage. If you're stacking up like 6 bosses, yeah, this can help you a lot of the two levels, but I would say I would take this away to save it for other better weapons than this one. The idle use is a must-have. This one is doing a lot of damage. When I'm doing a run end runs, this has been very high up on the items that is doing damage. Also, demonic soul is good to have. The curse grab is it's a yes and no. It's raising the difficulty, pretty awesome in the beginning, and also it's cursing magic on hitting enemies, and it's like all the other gloves is doing an area of damage when it comes out. But every time you get it, you get a higher difficulty. But I would say go with it, because if you're going with all the gloves, you're gonna get more AoE damage. They're gonna help you with the AoE damage. Also, all the items, when it comes to the legendary items, basically you can run with everyone except for the energy core. It's pretty shit. It's not gonna help you anything in the end run. The speed boy is I would say it works. You have, okay, we start with this one. You have the Barudo. Barudo is a good one because when you are getting down into a low base of health, it's just gonna freeze time. Every enemy stops, and and then you can go around, pick everything up, or maybe leave the area. I love to have this one in the end run of level 3, because when this breaks, then I know the enemy has taken so much damage on me, so I can go into the boss. If I have stacking them, then I'm free. Then I can just like stand there. Let's say I have 4 of these. Then I can just stand there, take damage of all the enemies. This breaks. Okay, I have 3 more. This breaks. Okay, I have 2 more. This breaks. Now I have 1 more. Okay, let's go into the boss. So this one can save you a lot. The speed boy is kind of the same. The problem with the speed boy is that, okay, it doesn't disappear because these are disappearing. But I rather stack this one because this freezes the enemy and stops them. The speed boy doesn't. So, if the speed boy, you're taking damage below 50%, it's slowed down time. And you deal way more damage, of course, but it's slowed down time. And also, if you're having a lot of enemies grouping on you, and it's slowed down time because you're below the 50% of the max HP, they are still grouping on you, so they can still hit you. So, man, let's say they hit you that much, so you have to have 10 HP left. 1 little more hit of another enemy and you're dead. So the speed boy can actually go down, slow down time, but you can also die when it happens. You cannot do that with Rudo. It just freezes time totally. Anvil must have. What the Anvil is doing is giving 1+ extra strat on every weapon. If you get this early, that's gonna help you a lot, because every level you're doing of the weapon is helping you, because it's kind of 1.5 level extra per level when you have this one, because you get 1 extra stat. Soul Harvester is also important. It's doing a lot of damage. If you get this in early, those of you have got this in early, you can see that, because when you're killing an enemy, it summons 2 homing kind of 2 homing souls or homing missiles, and they are doing a lot of damage. Also, Joe's Dagger is a passive thing that is increasing your damage by 1%, and the Bloody Cleaver is really good because it's stacking up blood mark. It's helping you a lot with bosses, but it's also helping you with the lifesteal thing, and it triggers the blood mark, so it's doing damage. Alright, let's jump into the game, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the gameplay. We're not gonna run around all levels. I'm just gonna basically give you tips and tricks on how I think when I play the game and what I do that can help you. But remember, the game is built upon RNG, so it's a lot about luck. But there are some significant things you can do that is helping you a lot in the early run to have a good end run. So let's get in. The first thing that I do when I'm coming in is just scan the area where I am. Like, okay, this is pretty good. I used the tab to see where I got around me. I got a lot of shrines around me, so we go for them directly. We're starting out in the middle, and what I want to do is that I want to move out into one of the corners, and I want to go from corner, and then move myself in. That is helping me. For me, that is helping me to scan the area better than actually going around just like don't know what I'm doing. Also, if you're getting into the game and let's see you don't have anything around you when you're starting, when you're pressing tab and see the map, for you who don't know, and you don't have anything around you can just hold R and restart to get like a better start, because that is giving you a little bit of a percentage to have a better game. We're taking powered options here because it's gonna help us in the beginning. Also, the upgrade offers. Let's talk about them. But you don't want to use banish on any upgrade offers when it comes to tome and katana. Every banish is going for the items. You want to ban items and not ban upgrade offers, because the items are the one that is significantly changing the gameplay, because that's the only thing you're gonna get in the end. Skip, you also want to save, and you want to save them to around level 3 or in the end run when you kill the last boss. That is because when you're leveling up, and you're leveling up fast in the end run, and most of the levels is going in the end run, you can get like green, green, blue, or blue, blue, green, and stuff like that. You get like those low upgrades on the weapons and tomes. If you press skip, you're gonna have a high chance of getting like a golden or a red one, and that's the one you want to go with. You only want to pick golds and red color of the weapons and tomes in the end game. So you want to save, skip, and banish. Banish goes for the item, skip you save to the end run. If you don't get anything you want here, you use refresh. But I got the katana here, so we're picking that. In the beginning, I want to go for all the weapons, because that is going to help me kill a lot more enemies in the beginning. Because you want to go with damage as much as possible, and getting all the weapons in the beginning is going to help you, giving you the damage early, so you can kill more enemies and more bosses, because you want to raise the difficulty, you want to raise more bosses, because that is gonna help you a lot, getting way more levels in your start ahead of every other level, so you can focus on getting chests and getting shrines, because that is the thing that is gonna change your character the most. You want to pick everything you can off the map. I used to say there's a threshold in the game. The threshold is like the first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes are so important of you building up good damage and speed, so you can take on a lot of enemies and a lot of bosses to stay longer in your levels, because you want to stay as long as possible in the levels to get more kills. That is how it works. But if you're raising the difficulty and bosses, but you don't running the damage, or you don't have that luck with you that you're running the damage and with you, you're gonna have a huge problem. You're gonna waste time, because you're not gonna be able to pick shrines, because you have a lot of enemies following you. You don't kill them in time, and also you have a lot of. You're gonna have a lot of difficulty to even stay alive when you're doing that. So we want to go for the weapons and damage in the beginning as much as possible, so we can raise the levels, get more XP, and get more enemies and more chests from bosses. Socks, I take it. Getting speed is gonna help you a lot, getting around faster and picking everything. The more speed you have, you're running around the map way faster, and you have a huge more possibility to take everything, and that's what you want to do. This was not really anything good, so I go with Reg, and that's the only thing that works for me. Okay, we got a I'm moving out to the corner now, and here we raise difficulty. Now, when I'm taking 2 after each other, I know for a fact that my damage is too low now. When the first waves of enemies are coming, my damage is way too low, so we need to focus up a little bit on the damage now in the weapons. Why I went with the Frostwalker there is because it was purple, so it's giving me way more ahead. Golden Glove, good to have. At least a couple of them to get more gold into opening chests in the later runs, because the chests are gonna be very, very expensive and you need to stack up gold to get these enemies. I usually just take the first enemies of these, I gather them together, they follow me, so I get more time into running around and picking the stuff that I need to pick instead of just staying and slaying enemies. Because the more enemies I have after me, I know I can control them in an area that's bigger. I can just move around and then I can kill them and get the XP before the first boss, and leveling up way faster. The dice, we take that. Key, very important. Don't ban it. Even the more you get, you can ban this item, but you will not. You can ban this item in the end run when you have going into the last boss, then maybe save 1 banish for that. But the key, the more you stack in it, is gonna help you so much. Because in level 3, the box is gonna cost like 25, 30, 40k gold. The more of this chest you have, the key you have, the more chest you're gonna be able to open for free. Why is that? You can go for like, because one run I did, I had like 6 boxes after each other, was like free, and everyone was costing like 30k. If I didn't have the keys, I would pay 1. I have to wait for like 2 minutes to get the money up to buy another one. And why you want to open a lot of chests? Because you're going to have the credit cards. The credit cards is giving you luck. The credit cards is giving you damage. The more chests you open, the more damage you get. And also, the more stacking of the legendary items, the more damage you're gonna do. A lot more damage. So keys, we want a lot. So now we're building up the damage. Let's see if it runs good with the boss. We only have 1 boss, so no extra boss. Still low damage, you see that, right? So the damage is like, the thresholding of those 3 minutes, it's very hard in the beginning, because you have very low damage. Another key, we take that. And we really want to kill this boss before the wave. It's just very annoying having bosses running around after you when the waves are coming. So for good luck we take. Take that. Katana, quick chance. We go with that. Take the shrine. Wait for the wave. The first wave I usually do. Shield is good because then we can take like 1 hit without taking from the health. The wave, I want to. I'm like half control it and half running around because I want to go around and pick, but you also need to kill as much as possible. The first wave is the hardest wave. The second wave, if it's rolling like it's rolling now, I'm gonna have enough damage. If it's not extremely high difficulty I'm getting, it's gonna have it's gonna be an easy and fast kill of the second wave to just focus on picking XP. So molten glove there. Gloves, as I said, are doing this AoE damage, so they're good to have. Checking the map if I missed something. No first wave. Open boxes. Banish the evasion, we don't need that. Damage on the Frostwalker we take. So here I am like half controlling them, and then I'm running away to take more stuff. We go with luck because that is gonna help us getting better stuff. Go away. There we go. Nothing we want. Refresh. Chaos Tome. It's purple. This is like, okay, we want the XP tome, we don't have it, but it's a purple one, and that is pretty rare to actually get in the beginning. So we go with that. We've got crit chance, so that's good. It's raising our damage. Good. Max HP. Did you hear that? We got a chest for free. So now, if it was a chest, I could just open it directly. Flame Walker, now we got all the weapons. So now we're building up damage. Now the damage is gonna be significantly like raising, pretty much. So now we can just like start raising the difficulty more. We want to go into a little bit to the right so we can get to see the map more. How I'm running the maps, I'm basically running the first level and second level the same, quarter to quarter. The last one I usually have this, or you're gonna have that much speed, so you can just like run around the map like 3-4 times before the last wave is coming. All right, that was like a little bit of my tips and tricks when it comes to MegaBonk. As I said, we're not gonna run through all the levels, but if you want to catch my streams, you can ask me when I'm live on Twitch or Kick. You can just ask me live about tips and tricks, and also check me going through all the levels live. But I'll see you and thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.